Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing with our Thrawn's Revenge Imperial Civil War 2.3 preview playthrough as the Greater Maldruid. So, what we're going to be doing today, this is a little bit different than usual. As you can see, we have the chat box in the corner there. So I'm actually going to be recording the rest of the playthrough on this live stream that I'm doing over on Twitch. So if you are watching it on Twitch and you want to, if you have to step out or something, this is all going to be on YouTube, but I'm going to get all the episodes done. This way I'll know exactly when the CSA playthrough is going to be able to start, and everything will be sorted out, because I needed to record anyways. I was going to do this recording this way, and I figured may as well stream it. This will also let me go and do some work that would otherwise potentially break this save, and I don't want to make a backup just for a few episodes. So we've got 4 New Republic planets over here, I think. Yeah, so Bothawai, Kothlis, Rhodia, and Ryloth. Then over here we have another, 10 or so? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then Bespin is actually Emperor of the Hand. Then we just got the Emperor of the Hand space to go through. We won't be able to take the Duskin League planets because they are locked, but yeah. So let's... Oh, right, I forgot about the Haven. I always forget that we left this Protectorate of Haven space here. So we'll probably put together all of our ships at the end and just attack the Havens with that, and see how that goes. But let's start by moving the Kashyyyk fleet in. We have an immobilizer there. That's party starter, so it's actually going to get the party started. Send that one in at Bothawai. We have our units here at Rhodia, so in we go. Is that a fire? Yeah, over the last couple days, I've been working on re-implementing the era system with the era selection mechanic in now. So hopefully we'll be able to clean up some of the weird side effects, or the weird edge cases that existed in 2.2. That's going to be one of our main focuses with that, and then on top of that, we'd like to get in some extra events. We were working on converting everything to Lua, but I think we're going to be doing that for the era-specific GCs, and then once that's all sorted out, we'll be able to move the era-progressive ones in, rather than doing too much at once and breaking too much, because that's a bad idea. But we'll see how it goes, because I was looking at all the asset lists for Fall of the Republic, and you know what? I'm actually going to send... Did we bring down an AT-AT? No.
Roger. Affirmative. Right away, sir.
Okay, let's see if we can get an AA turret there.
Move out.
Yeah, so I was looking at all the different assets we still need to do for 2.3 and for Fall of the Republic, and it's not that much. So we should be able to get... So 2.3 shouldn't be like super far away. It's like not like in the next month or two, but we're done all of the CSA units except for some of their fighters, which tend to be the easier things to make. These are so good against infantry. Can you...
Attacking. Firing.
You don't have to fly inside it.
Engaging.
Yeah, that's weird.
Ready, sir.
Alright, I might have to just drop an AT-AT and...
Awaiting orders.
Ready to receive orders.
Yeah, we'll need to drop an AT-AT.
Destination set. Active. Firing. Comlink active. Comlink active.
Copy. Let's go. Target confirmed.
Orders received. Report.
Okay, we can go capture stuff with that. But yeah, so it's just the fighters. The fighters are usually pretty quick to do. And I was saying before I started the stream, the CSA patron unit selection should be going up tomorrow. Or I guess it'll be yesterday for the YouTube, for the YouTube version of the video. Let's hit. I mean, we'll have to hit that.
Form up. Squadron moving out.
There we go. Yeah, so I think I've still got a code that goes Zonti, or rig that goes Zonti as well. But other than that, all the actual shippy ships are done for the CSA. I think this map is probably straightforward enough that it doesn't necessarily need to have the scale changed. This one's probably fine. You intend to go further in the timeline in the Thrawn's Revenge mod? Not presently. We're more concerned with fleshing out what we have in the mod right now than expanding any timelines, because we've already got Fall of the Republic and ICW to worry about. So maybe as stuff gets finished and fleshed out more, we'll be able to, but... crunch some people. You can drop now. These should probably be switched from blue to green lasers. They're blue for the Republic, but not for... They shouldn't really be blue for the Empire.
Yes, Commander.
Get away from the infiltrators.
Copy.
Reinforcements canceled.
Heading out.
Reporting. Order acknowledged. We've secured a landing zone.
You're not being shot still, are you? You are.
Ready. Heading out.
Reinforcements canceled. Moving out.
On my way, sir. Form up.
So we'll have to...
Yes, Commander.
We'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh,
This way.
sending some rocket launchers at us. Kind of following ATR and having your transport shoot at things as they land. We will be adding hardpoints to the dropships, but it won't be quite as powerful as an AOTR.
Copy. Heading to coordinates. Yes, Commander. I copy.
So they'll have some defenses for clearing rushes, but
Reporting. Going there now.
in AOTR you can kind of use them to just kill everything the enemy has.
Point contested. Order, sir.
What if we sent all of our infantry over there?
Yes, sir. Moving ahead. Ready. Let's roll. Lancet standing by.
Just fly away over there.
Affirmative, sir.
T2B trying to take it down with a rope.
Reporting.
Armor ready. Reporting. Let's move out. Heading out. Ready for orders.
Okay, if you sit there,
Let's move
let's
out.
actually move you over to the city.
Let's go. Yes, Commander. Just give me a target.
Come on, guys. Feed's cutting out. Is anyone, it's showing as green for me. Is anyone else having?
Squad, move out. Avoiding fire! There they are. Right away, sir. Squad, advance.
All right. Well, I'm recording and streaming it either way, so it should be good. I've been looking into laptops with
Move out.
Black Friday deals and stuff that have been, or like early Black Friday deals that have been posted, because I do plan on visiting my family more
Yes, Commander.
in the future, and that's always meant, or so far that's all.
Blast them.
Oh, for
Fallout troops.
I can't click apparently. But yeah, so that's always meant having to bulk record and everything, so I'm not able to, and I'm also not able to stream while I'm away. So if I figure if I get a decent laptop that I can
All right, men.
at least stream and record the games that I usually play, even if it's not quite at the same power as my
Going.
desktop, that's better than what goes on usually. Because when I have to bulk record,
Tank brigade.
the quality isn't as good in terms of
Ready.
the videos themselves and my commentary and all that.
AT-AT ready.
And that's usually when I end up making mistakes with like the titles and the uploads, and that's how we skipped an episode in this series. So I would like to do that, but I need a pretty decent one. So
Coordinates.
it's something that if I'm able to continue this long term, that I definitely
Armored
need to do at some point. But
We've sighted them.
so yeah, I've just been looking at deals for that and seeing what's out there.
Attack.
So I was gonna wait until like next summer to look, but I figure if I try to do it now, I might get better use out of it. Okay, I'm actually gonna walk over that stuff. Or I'm not, but this ATPT is, or ATAP.
Reporting in.
There's a lot of rocket launchers there.
Copy.
Those are AI turrets.
Over there.
I did not remember there was another one over here. Also, I would have just pressed forward. This one probably doesn't need to be there, to be honest.
Moving to target. Form up. Fire at will. Attacking.
No! You dicks.
Awaiting your orders. Dropping additional soldiers.
The hard thing to find is always a good enough processor. Because EAW, with its fantastic 32-bitness, so on larger GCs, which is usually what I play, it'd be laggy. And that's the main thing I'm looking for. Thanks, Autofire.
Channel open.
Reporting.
Copy.
I'll get the repair platform there.
Moving on.
Decrease, that's kind of in line with one of the things we want to do, but it's a fairly complicated change to make. And there's a bunch of other systematic changes we need to make with it as well. Which is why we're mostly focusing on the unit balancing for 2.3 and then broader mechanical changes for 2.4 rather than trying to tackle it all at once.
Waiting order. I copy. Targeting. Firing. Target acquired.
The rain is really impacting the accuracy.
This way.
Alright, so you two are going to take that out.
Awaiting orders. Copy. Copy. Right away. Attack. I copy. Reporting. Weapons armed. Reporting.
So yeah, whether that ends up being producing units in battle for both attacker and defender, or some other stuff, that'll all depend more on testing, because there are a bunch of ideas we have. And it'll all just depend on how it works out, because there's a lot of AI considerations you have to make as well. It doesn't matter how many changes you make if the AI doesn't take advantage of it, or if it hamstrings the AI in other ways. So We're kind of just thinking of different ways to make sure it doesn't make the other parts of the game
Ready for orders.
take a negative impact.
Commencing bombing run. Reporting. Commence attack run. Yes, Commander. Targeting at maximum firepower.
Destroyed.
Awaiting orders. Ready. Transfer coordinates. Heading to coordinates. Attack that target. Affirmative, sir.
Problem solved.
Reporting. Cannons charged. Ready.
Yeah, that was a fairly long battle.
We are victorious.
Rain stops just in time for us to stop shooting, so that's helpful. Saber tank and army troopers lost. Womp womp.
Planetary control achieved.
Bondark, you are attacking. Well, I did say before we'd be giving up this planet. I'm just... Actually, just a mortar tank and some commandos. Commandos might be able to beat ATPTs. This is definitely a map that either needs like a major overhaul or to be redone. Like the layout isn't bad, just the aesthetics of it aren't fantastic. It's better than it was, but with this extra path and stuff. But I don't know. It's never quite sat right with me. Oh, they have air strikers as well. We're screwed.
Light vehicle factory destroyed.
It'll be easier just to come back.
System lost.
Womp, womp.
Order confirmed.
Construction complete. Tactical battle imminent.
Acknowledged.
Should be getting to Bothawai very soon.
Destination set.
Brigade standing by.
Oh, and this fleet can come off of Nalhutta as well.
Battle imminent.
I think the Viscount has got to be somewhere over here. So I want to try to make sure we have one of our Bellators up against it, because that would be
There they are. Blast them.
fun. I like fun.
Choose your reinforcements.
Ooh, an Empress. Vengeance.
Coming around.
Ion cannon firing.
Oh, that's less fun.
Heading to destination.
Reinforcements en route.
Navigating to coordinates.
Epsilon.
Moving out.
Which one's this? Icarus Rising. I think it's been a while since we've used this fleet. Collapse Supernova.
Star Destroyer standing by. Engaging the enemy.
On standby.
TIE Squadron here. For the Empire. Reporting here. Commencing attack run.
On standby.
Star Destroyer reporting
Okay, I'm gonna try to get the Bellator in range for that.
Heavy cruiser standing by. Orders, sir.
We didn't have any IPV. No, we didn't have any IPVs in this fleet.
Yes, Commander.
TIE interceptor here.
Awaiting orders. Moving
Can you edge around this way?
awaiting your orders. Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed.
Let's get in there. And I think the ISD or the Secutor is probably fine where it is.
Awaiting your
Interceptor
command.
squad reporting.
Your command,
Closing on target.
sir. Cruiser reporting. Commander,
Pursuing enemy forces.
our target priority is the laser cannons.
Which is the other ISD? We have Epsilon and Upgrade. Oh, so this is the ISD 1.
Engaging the enemy. I'm on this one.
Form up.
I think that guy's lost him.
We've got them on scopes.
Another one down?
Stay in formation.
Opening fire on the torpedo launchers.
I think we found the new another one down.
Reporting.
This is the VSD-1? Yeah, Arizona Kid.
Launching attack. Destroyer here.
Locking on. It's about to be destroyed.
Ready to go, sir. Starting our attack run.
Enemies
Copy.
in range.
Dreadnought cruiser ready. Firing turbo releases.
Copy.
Heavy cruiser standing by.
Reporting. Attack commencing.
Target locked.
Star Destroyer standing by. Attack. Batteries online.
Losing control.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Ion cannon firing.
Yes, Commander.
Go after them. He's headed your
Well, shields are half down, but so is Epsilon.
They're hitting us.
Our launch
Ball cruiser mainly anti-fighter.
We've lost the iron.
I don't know about mainly. It does like it does have ion cannons, but and some turbo lasers, so it's half and half. But it's definitely more anti-fighter than other ships that are sort of in the class, like the Dreadnought, or at least the Imperial Dreadnought, not the Republic Dreadnought.
Lasers are our target.
Shields almost gone.
Choose your reinforcements.
Cover me now.
Serenity.
Move out. Reporting in.
Ships.
Open fire. Roger that.
Right now, these stations are just way too durable.
Unable to shake them.
Attack.
Plus, they spit out so many fighters.
Former.
So both of those are probably going to change.
Fire at will.
Draw their fire. I'm heading back around for another run. Ready for command, sir. Eliminating target.
Anything we lose, we can just buy back immediately. I'm fine with just brute forcing at this point.
Be destroyed.
Interceptor been hit.
Attacking. Copied.
Stay in formation.
Targeting. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Go after the stragglers.
I copied. Firing. The lasers are our target. Engaging the enemy.
Engines are malfunctioning. Taking fire. Blasted scum. Command, they're hitting
Our
us.
target priority is the laser cannons.
Position.
We've got them on scope.
Alright, see if we can hit these CR-90s.
Falling out of formation.
For the few fighters we have left.
Attack formation.
Reporting.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Star Destroyer standing by.
Where are the others?
The lasers are our target.
Alright, back at the station.
Opening fire on the torpedo.
Here, hit the fighter bay. We only have one left.
Shields almost gone.
Our shields are down. Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed.
The Empress would probably get an overall reduction in damage and hard points, and then maybe actually put in some extra garrisons for it.
Yes, Commander.
Differentiate it a little bit, and then like, because you wouldn't expect the Empress at this size to be as strong as the
Priority is the laser cannons.
like the Odo and the Valaduja and even the Cardan. But a big part of that is because of skirmish. But we can just keep this current configuration for skirmish, because otherwise the New Republic would be at a very big disadvantage.
Our primary engine system is down.
Thanks, Nicole.
Engines are malfunctioning.
Appreciate it.
Ion cannon firing.
Is defending A going to be fixed if they send their units rather than keep them by their station? Like, actually, the default game behavior is that they sit near the station. What we've done is added in a response range for units. So if they detect enemy units within a certain range, they'll go and attack it. But what we need to do on top of that is add in like a help response range. So if there are other units that are responding within their response range, they'll go over and check, and the range might be a little bit too small right now. So that is the direction we're going in.
Ready for battle. Attack position.
So many fighters.
Commander, they're hitting us.
Your command, sir.
can you back off there? Oh, finally got the...
Commander,
Heavy cruiser stepping by.
reporting in. The shields aren't holding. The lasers are our target. Our target priority is the laser cannons. Reporting in. Roger that. Launch bay has been destroyed.
Choose your reinforcements.
The
Alright.
lasers have been destroyed.
Wraith.
We shall be there shortly. Destroyer here. We've lost the iron cannons. Copy.
Choose your reinforcements.
What's the pop cap on these? 18?
Our shields are down.
You need to hit the station.
We've lost our turbo laser. Opening fire on the
Choose your
torpedo.
reinforcements.
Right away.
I didn't read your name. Which one were you?
Reporting.
Donator.
Attacking target. Fire at will. Star Destroyer standing by. Star Destroyer reporting in.
Where are the others? Course set. For the Empire.
Yes, Commander. Awaiting orders. Awaiting.
They may not even retreat when these ships are dead because the
Targeting.
ground units.
Engaging the enemy. Awaiting your command.
Our engines have been
Heading to
disabled.
destination. Your command, sir.
Priority target identified. They will be
We're moving out.
destroyed. Docked in their weapon systems. Attacking primary
Full
target.
speed. Move out.
Priority target identified. Choose your reinforcements.
Reporting in.
So many bombers. Needed more IPVs in this fleet.
After that,
Needed IPVs in this fleet.
They will be destroyed.
we've got them on scopes.
Taking fire.
Destroyer here. Copy. I copy. We shall be there
Docked in
shortly.
their weapon systems.
Alright.
Reporting. Attack commencing. Star Destroyer standing by.
Orders.
Having the having the transport should make them more likely to retreat, but for some reason it makes them less likely to retreat.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
I don't know what's going on there.
Ready to go. Moving out.
Alright, there we go, and... Mandalore, let us get Vengeance back, Serenity, Epsilon, and Upgrade.
Construction complete.
Okay, Ryloth. So we'll do Ryloth, and we'll send this fleet into Cothless, and we can do the rest of it. Yeah, we have 150,000 credits, and we have like 5 fleets, so I'm not that concerned about any losses right now.
Destination. The enemy is approaching. On my way, sir.
It'll just mean we have fewer ships to get killed to the fleet of 100 battle dragons at the end.
Sensor node constructed.
Yes.
Reporting in.
Spreading out. Ready. Attack.
Construction
ready. Acknowledge.
Roger that.
I'd have to check check the planet again to be exactly sure how many there were, but it was something like 100. 100 total ships, I think. Am I exaggerating that?
Additional garrison on the way. Copy. Take cover! Attack that target. Reporting. I got you. Yes, sir.
Gonna rework this map and move in the civilians. I'm fine with this one being here. It's this one here that I would remove,
Yes.
or would like to remove.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, you guys can get back.
We've
Affirmative,
secured a landing zone.
sir. Reporting. Yes.
Form up. Engine start. Fire at will.
Ready. Proceeding to target. Yes, Commander.
The rest you can generally deal with.
AT-AT ready.
Waiting orders.
Order, sir. Armor transport ready.
Do you know what ships you want to add for the Hapens? Because when I searched for them on the internet, I only found shit. So, just like with the Empire of the Hand, we're going to be fleshing out their roster more ourselves. There are a few canon ones, like the Beta, the Express, that are just described in places and never given an actual canon depiction, which we're going to be designing. But on top of that, we're also going to be treating the Battle Dragon as a designation, sort of like Star Destroyer. Like there's the Imperial class Star Destroyer, but there's also like the Victory class Star Destroyer and any number of other Star Destroyers. We're going to be treating Battle Dragon like that for the Hapens.
Attacking target.
Bombing
Right
run
away, sir.
available.
Fire at will.
Bombers at the ready.
I copy.
Commence
Open
attack
fire.
run.
Right away. Attack that target.
Didn't think. Well, Ryloth and Mon Calamari both have a bunch of civilians by the starting ones. Does Manon? No, Manon doesn't.
Fire at will. Heading out. Yes, sir. Squad, advance. Yes, sir.
But yeah, it's actually not that uncommon.
Targeting. Yes. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, Commander. Roger. All right, men, take cover. Attacking. Ready. AT-AT ready. Reporting in. Roger that.
Alright, gotta destroy that.
Board ready. Form up. Right away. Targeting. Reporting in. Awaiting orders. Moving to that area, sir.
Reinforcements point contested.
Roger that. Fire it. Copy. Heading out.
But yeah, a lot of the Empire of the Hand models are going to be updated because a lot of them are quite old, in need of some redoing. So generally, their designs will remain similar or the same. We'll just be modernizing the models a little bit. Hey, go.
I copy. As you wish, General. Right away. Weapons armed. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, Commander. Affirmative, sir. Right away. Rolling action. Orders received.
I don't think it would have lived. There were too many fighters. We had to destroy all those transports. And we had no fighters of our own. It had like 10 hard points left. There's a very small chance it would have lived. Because they weren't going to retreat.
Armored transport ready. Reporting in. Cannons charged.
Bombing run available.
Channel open.
Ready to receive orders.
Roger. All out. Form up. Spread out, men. Moving to target.
Moving to secondary position. Support order acknowledged.
Roger that. Attack. Moving up. Form up.
Order, sir.
Awaiting your order. Reinforcements request deployed. Heading up. All out troops.
Moving to secondary position.
Here, let's get this so we can at least drop some extra stuff.
Got it. Let's move out.
They insist on
Support order acknowledged.
living.
Fire. Keep going.
Okay, we gotta move around or else they're gonna just shoot into the wall. Why not?
Reporting. Yes, sir. This way. Open fire.
Back up. Standing by. On my way.
Yes.
Yeah, the bulwark is done. Finished it, I think, almost 2 months ago now. Yeah, like all the CSA capital ships are done, except for the Gozanti isn't in game yet. CSA is the Corporate Sector Authority, the next playable faction.
Comlink active.
Where are the real units?
Initiate.
This guy's a real unit. Absolute unit.
Commencing bombing run.
Are we gonna miss him? Nope. Got him. Lost some army troopers.
System conquered.
Heading out.
Construction
Proceeding.
complete. Tactical battle imminent.
Yagdal. Got your standard New Republic task force there.
Fallout.
Right, ground units are in Krustai.
Ready to go.
Invasion commenced.
They are in fact ready to go. Oh. That's pretty. Very well done waterfall. I don't think I've been here before.
Awaiting orders. Let's go. Sensor node constructed. Ready. Keep going. way.
I do wish the river functionality was in the map editor.
Moving out.
That would make life better.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's get Yeet and Skeet on a scout mission.
Advancing.
Standing by. Scouting location. Executing flyby. Copy. En route. Moving to coordinates.
Not quite the sensor array I was hoping for,
Roger.
but we will take it.
Reporting in.
So you guys are going to go up there. You guys are going to go
Right
get
away,
that.
sir.
Ready to go. Roger that. Right away. Moving out. Heading out. Enemy has been spotted.
There's a sensor array.
Going in. Ground target locked.
I think we'll get there, well, definitely before this single stormtrooper does.
Move out. Let's go.
Okay, you can fly around a little bit more. And that, oh,
Attack.
it's running towards you. What a play.
Initiating sweep. Weapons online.
Here it is.
Keep going. This way.
Yeah, this is the new
Over
default camera level. People really want to zoom in, they can do that. And then I think this is about the original level.
I've got a lock. Attack.
Honestly, this camera level makes the game,
Executing
makes
flight.
ground combat feel better, just because it's less or stuff is like darting across the screen less, it's less frenetic, without even changing the rest of the mechanics. So
Awaiting orders. Vehicle factory destroyed.
Ready to go. Let's go.
We'll cover you. Landing zone. Construction complete. Copy. Squad, advance. Choose your reinforcements.
alright. I think we can actually get up to this one without too many problems.
Bombing run available.
Ready, sir. Copy.
Roger that. Commencing bombing run.
I copy.
Initiate bombing run.
Ready for orders. Yes. Moving to coordinates. Roger
So this all barracks? There's like 5 barracks or something.
Heading out.
Reporting.
Awaiting orders. Right away. Always ready, sir. Moving out.
Secured and abandoned
Affirmative.
sensor array.
Heading out.
Providing backup.
Yep, it was in fact 5 barracks.
Reporting in. Roger that. Engaging enemy.
We'll cover you. Fire. Secured a landing zone.
Fall out.
Choose your reinforcements.
Oh, we have
Reinforcements cancelled. Moving out.
no AT-ATs here.
Advancing.
We do have Shin's Burrito though.
Acknowledged. Heading out. Order acknowledged. Let's move out. Fall
Here,
out.
one of you is gonna go and hunt them
Putting
down.
coordinates.
Wait, no, we don't even need to do that.
This way. Over there.
Come
Target
on, man,
acquired.
this way.
We have you guys.
Roger that. Fire.
Awaiting orders. Scouting.
I figure if they want an infantry battle, we'll give them one. Here, we don't need to take on the back of the tank.
Spotted.
Yes, Commander.
Brigade standing by. Order acknowledged.
Juggernaut ready.
I copy.
Order, sir. Right away. Firing.
Poor little Chiss.
Affirmative. Run available. Target confirmed. Form up. Commence attack run.
Acknowledged. Ready. Target acquired.
We've
Providing
sighted them.
backup.
Just give me a target. Heading out. Attacking target.
I wonder how this will perform on lower tier systems.
Reporting.
Tank brigade ready.
Ready. Armed and ready. Commencing attack.
Unit destroyed.
Weapons armed.
Uh-oh. Sad times.
Destination set.
Here, you guys do that. We're gonna sit here and be sad about this. Oh, never mind. Can't be sad about it anymore, it's gone.
Armed and ready. Moving to attack.
We used to have, on the Yavin map, a bunch of, like, fake rivers were done with those particles, and that map
Cannons
would
charged.
lag.
Attack.
Come on, man, this way.
That's why it all got removed. And then,
Fire at will.
can't remember, I think we just turned them into, like, semi-empty things, and they now have, like, one little spurt of water every 15 feet or something, and it looks really weird. Or at least that's what we changed it to. I think you've changed it even more since then. The core number doesn't actually matter for EAW. You can have a single core and it'd be... Well, I guess because other stuff's going to be running, single core wouldn't be great. But you could have an octa-core and it wouldn't matter. It's just the single core speed that matters. So really, if someone else has like an octa-core 2.2 gigahertz processor, then you're going to be able to run EAW probably better than them because... the processor is usually the bottleneck.
Open fire.
But that's been, like I was saying earlier, the hardest part of finding a laptop is that most of them are in like the 2.2 to 2.8 range, even if you're going really high end. And I want something at like 3.8 to 4.2.
Tactical battle imminent.
Enemy unit sighted.
Yes, Commander. Attack.
Ion cannon firing.
Awaiting orders. Fire.
Really, it's been pretty easy to find laptops that have like a 1050 Ti, which is probably more than enough for what I need. Because I recorded for most of the channel's lifetime on a 960 on my desktop, so I figure a laptop that I'm occasionally using for recording and streaming if it's on a 1050 isn't going to be a huge problem.
Commencing attack run. Shields almost gone.
Commander. Attacking target.
Picking up signal.
Reporting in.
The thing with the spawning off map is that it's just because it's the whole fleet, and if you change that, you've got to put the marker like up here, and then you're spawning on top of everything, which has its own problems.
Fire at will. Attacking. Form up.
This is...
Destroyer here.
Ready to go, sir. Starting our attack run.
Squadron standing by. Changing course to intercept.
Copy. Targeting.
Alright.
Watch
I
for
copy.
enemy ships.
Firing.
Go after them.
Engaging the enemy.
Ready for battle.
Regroup.
Acquiring target.
Reporting.
I mean, there's no Empress this time, that's the big thing.
Star Destroyer standing by.
We do have an IPV.
I copy. Star Destroyer reporting in. Yes, Commander. We've got them on scopes.
Blasted scum.
Awaiting orders.
Will Fall of the Republic come with a multiplayer GC map? I don't know if the first version will. We'll try to support it
Awaiting
after that. But honestly, multiplayer GC
your command.
is
Commander.
not good for modding. It doesn't support 99% of what single player supports because of story scripting not being there. And even what you can try to get in with Lua scripting, you can't use anything that specifies a player object because, or a human player object because there's two of them, and that makes everything prone to desyncs. So you're basically left with base game mechanics, and then you have to do a bunch of work to strip out all the mod mechanics to make the base game mechanics come back, which is really fucking annoying
Lasers are our target.
for a game mode that isn't even that good
Right away.
and that basically no one plays. It's a ton of fucking work. Alright, so we're 52 minutes in here, so I think we're going to leave the first episode here. We are going to be back on the stream in about 5 minutes to record the next episode. I am going to go get a drink, so I will see everyone on the stream in about 5 minutes. On YouTube, the next episode will be going up tomorrow. So thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next time.